Hi creative friends, this is Rhea and thank you so much for being here. So there was a little bit of an issue in my last video. I thought that I had pressed record, but I didn't. So when I was done, I looked at my camera and there was nothing recorded. Fortunately though, I did not do a lot of things in that segment. And I'm just going to explain what I did. Now it might look like this spread changed a lot, but basically all I did was I added this luscious blue for the background over the gray. I knew at the end of part 3, I knew that I did not want to keep the gray. It just was not going with any parts of the painting. It wasn't picking up on anything in the other parts of the spread. So I just put in this background and I made some facial features, and that was it because I had to allow this to dry. So thankfully that video, it wasn't going to be very long anyway. So I'm just going to jump right in over here. Now this is completely dry and I absolutely love this blue because, you know, it picks up on the blues all over through the figure, and it also complements really well with the orange. So what I'm going to do the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to just work on the features a little bit. And initially I thought I was going to go with a very abstract kind of a face, but then I started drawing and, you know, it just kind of appeared this way. So I just went with it. And sometimes that happens, and, you know, I might have one idea in my head, and then when I go to do it, it just turns out to be something different. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to use some oil pastels. I think I want to work on the dress a little bit here. And I'm going to grab like an orange, a lighter color, a yellow maybe for now. And just going to lay this off to the side here. I really love oil pastels in the way that they can make a really luscious, juicy color field that I can't get with my acrylics. And so I'm just adding like some yellows and I think I need to get like a few more oranges here. Oops. So even though this is a lower grade oil pastel, it is the MUNGYO brand. I don't know how to pronounce that. So one of the reasons why I purchased this is because of the wide array of colors, and I really appreciate that because some of my other sets are very limited colors, and sometimes I just want a wide variety that I can choose from. So I'm adding some oranges here. And what I'm going to do is bring some of this into the face even. And maybe just bring it into other parts of the painting so that I can, you know, get it like moving my eye around the page here. And I guess my only advice when using oil pastels or just any media really is just experiment. Like a lot of times we have all these rules in our head, and then it makes us not want to try out new things because we just take those rules to be, you know, set in stone. But I always say like experiment, like nothing can go wrong with just trying out new things. You know, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, and you've learned a valuable lesson about, you know, what works and what doesn't work. And just because something doesn't work in one painting, you've learned that lesson, and maybe it will work in another painting. So now what I'm gonna do is just use some blues to make some outlines here and just add some pizzazz. Like, I love doing this because I can just add some delicious lines. And I want to get a dark blue, I think. And I'm going to use it against this orange here. And when I do that, like, it almost vibrates off the page because that orange and blue next to each other, it really just like almost sizzles off the page because they're complementary colors. And I'm just gonna add some of this blue in here. And so, you know, this top part, like, I don't think, oh, what is that? You know, I wanted to keep some of those inks and the luscious lines and marks that I made in my very first layer. So it is kind of an abstract, even though the facial features are defined, I still look at it like parts of the piece are very abstracted. And I think I'm gonna bring some of this blue in here. So this can be like a necklace or something. So I'm trying not to get too fussy here, but I just want to kind of bring some of the oil pastels into other parts of the page here. And I'm not concerned about fixing this, but if you were, then you can use any number of fixatives or even a Mod Podge. Like, I have a matte Mod Podge, and if I had to apply a single coat of it and allow it to completely dry and then, you know, go in with a second coat, that would seal it. I don't know if it would seal it 100% because these are oil pastels, but it would seal it very well. But I'm not gonna do that though. I'm not, you know, I'm not gonna seal it at all. So I'm just kind of fussing around here and I need to stop. But basically this is my completed spread. I mean, I could, you know, go in and work on the face a little more, model the face a little more, add some more dimension. I could work on it for another, you know, 20 minutes or so, but sometimes I just have to say, you know, I'm just gonna stop. Like, I am very happy with this, and you know, that's enough. So if you watched all the way to the end, thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.